In the heart of an ancient town stood the Arcaneum Obscurus, a library whispered about in hushed tones, its weathered stone walls steeped in enigmatic tales. Evelyn, driven by an insatiable curiosity for the mysteries of yore, had heard rumours of a revered yet ominous book nestled within, the Murdery. Compelled by an unrelenting thirst for knowledge, she ventured into the mystical repository, her steps cautious yet resolute. Upon crossing the library's threshold, an inexplicable chill snaked down her spine. The air crackled with an energy that seemed to pulse within the ancient walls, and a scent of antiquity lingered, tinged with an undertone of something older, something ominous. Rows upon rows of ancient tomes lined the shelves, each bearing witness to forgotten epochs. Yet Evelyn's gaze fixated on a section demarcated by an ornate railing where a solitary book rested on a pedestal, emitting an eerie luminescence. Its cover, a mosaic of crimson and obsidian, held a mesmerizing allure. "The Murdery," she murmured, her voice barely a whisper. With trembling fingers, she lifted the book, its weight heavy with the weight of ages. As she turned the brittle pages, each whispered secrets of long-forgotten tragedies, an unsettling feeling settled in the pit of her stomach. Tales of inexplicable murders, woven with sinister threads, unfolded before her eyes. Each page unfurled a new horror, each story more chilling than the last. Murders committed with an uncanny precision, leaving the town ensnared in a perpetual veil of fear. Shadows slinking in the darkness, whispers haunting the night, and victims frozen in terror with no visibly assailant. With trepidation, Evelyn reached the final chapter, her heart pounding against her ribs. The text wove a haunting narrative of impending doom, each word a stroke in an ominous tapestry. And then she stumbled upon the illustration that stole her breath away. There she was, portrayed in vivid detail, seated in the very library she now occupied. The book was in her hands, her eyes widened in sheer terror. Behind her, a figure draped in shadow loomed, a glint of steel reflecting in its hand, poised to strike. A gasp escaped Evelyn's lips, her pulse racing as panic surged through her veins. She glanced around frantically, seeking refuge from the encroaching sense of foreboding that seemed to choke the air around her. Amidst the suffocating silence, a faint rustle echoed through the chamber. Shadows danced and twisted, taking on a life of their own. Evelyn's senses heightened, every nerve on edge as she grappled with the chilling realization. The book foretold her presence, her actions, and the imminent danger looming over her. In a moment of clarity amidst the chaos, Evelyn understood. She was entangled in this macabre tale, a victim of a prophecy spun within those cursed pages. With a surge of fear and determination, she slammed the book shut, its pages protesting before settling into an eerie stillness. In a desperate bid to defy fate, she lunged toward the exit, her heart pounding with the fervent desire to escape the clutches of an ancient curse. As she burst into the night, gasping for air, she dared not look back at the library, fearing the spectre from the illustration might materialize behind her. The town's cobblestone streets blurred beneath her feet as she sprinted away, each footfall a frantic plea to break free from the sinister prophecy. Yet, as Evelyn reached the edge of the town, a deafening silence enveloped her. A cold sweat dripped down her spine, and an eerie feeling settled in the air. A sense of dread clawed at her, forcing her to glance back. In that moment, Evelyn gasped and looked up in horror, feeling an icy grip of inevitability closing around her as she realized the figure from the book's illustration was now standing right behind her.